All right. Okay. So this month, in our overall theme this month in the group and in our emails is redefining failure. And so I was thinking about this. I was out and about today, and I was thinking about this on the way home. And Teresa actually gave me this idea. She said, pull a card and talk about your theme around the card. And I was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. No. And I was called to 2 different decks, and they could not be more perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and read them, and then I'm going to talk about them. The first card is from the Mindful Messages deck, and the card, I know it's backwards. I'll read it here in just a second. It says mirror. And it says, in order to change my life outside, I need to change inside. Once I'm open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. And y'all know, my little angel cards has a little one word on it, and it says willingness. And I love this for our monthly mantra because so many times we are plagued by our failure. Last week we talked about what and how do we define failure, because everybody's definition is different. And so what is your definition? And I also wanted you to go through the week, think about that, and really sort of pour into your definition. And also, are you one of those that sort of retracts? That's not the word. Retreats away from the failure, or do they push through it and move forward? Some of our failure is very debilitating. And I understand that. And it is very deep. It's very hurtful. It's very painful. It's very emotional. And so it's very difficult sometimes to work through that failure. Especially, and then maybe, sorry, Jethrina just scared me. And maybe this is just me. Especially hard for me to work through when I fail someone else. Right? Because as a recovering people pleaser, I don't like to disappoint other people, and that kind of thing. So a lot of times those things weigh very, very heavy on us, and to move through it, we have to have the willingness to look at the situation. We have to have the willingness to approach it with ease and grace, because as someone who, again, people pleaser, only child, perfectionist, fixer, I have to, see what happened, right? And I've got to say what emotions come up when I talk about this failure, and how can I work through it. But I have to be willing to do that. And it's not always easy. It is not easy. Anytime you face something that emotional head on, it's not going to be easy. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. My clients come to me and they're like, well, I want to fix X, Y, Z. And I'm like, that's great. And we can do that. And you are very, very, very brave for showing up, and you're courageous for doing the work. It's going to be hard. I don't want anybody to think that it's easy, because it's really not. But you are here and you're willing to do the work, and we can make it happen. And once you're willing to look at it, and willing to find the emotions, and willing to work through it, it goes back to this card, the mirror. Once you, it says, in order to change my life on the outside, I need to change the inside. And sometimes that's our thinking. Sometimes that's our negative self-talk. Some of that is blame. Some of that is shame. Some of that is not feeling enough, not worthy, feeling not worthy enough. And so once we start looking on the inside and figuring out where that failure was, what the emotions are around it, even if it's located in your body. Y'all have heard me say this before, when we don't address our emotions, they sometimes land places in your body and cause physical problems. And so sometimes we look into where they sort of resonate in your body, where they are stuck. I shouldn't say resonate. Resonate to me is a positive thing, but where they are stuck in your body, and to work through that. To work through that. And then it says, once I'm open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. And that is so true. And I bet that each of you could think of a time where you've made a change, whether it's around failure or something different, and slowly you realize, I've made this change, and now I'm starting to see it in different areas of my life. And that's that external reflection. That's that ripple effect. You know, when you throw that pebble in the water and it just ripples out, it's the same thing. So you've worked on yourself on the inside, and now it's starting to ripple out. People are seeing that, and it comes back to you in a positive way. Okay, so this week, as we go through the week, I want you to think about, what are you ready? Because things come in waves. You know, sometimes we talk about the onion, the proverbial onion, where we peel a layer back and we think, oh, I fixed this, I'm all healed, and then, oh, here comes another layer. Same thing. You know, sometimes it comes in waves, sometimes it's layers. What are you ready to address? What are you willing to address? What are you ready to heal? Specifically around failure. And again, that goes back to however you define failure. And think about that this week, and how you are ready to move through that, release that block, and go to the other side. Again, it may not be easy, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. And these are the things that we talk about on Thursday nights in Embracing Me, our group Thursday night coaching session. Okay. So if this, sort of sets with you in a way where like I see that, and I see the emotions, or I feel the emotions, and I'm ready to heal, but I don't know exactly what that means, come on over. Thursday night, 7 p.m. on Zoom. And that's what we're talking about this month. We're talking about redefining failure and how to move through that and how to look at things differently. And again, I will say this more and more, because I'm really internally analyzing this. I don't want anybody to ever think that I am ignoring, or want you to ignore your past. I don't want you to think that I want you to erase it. That's not that whatever it is, every experience we have makes up who we are right now. Okay, I wouldn't be the person I am if I didn't go through XYZ, right? As hard as it may have been, or as great as it may have been, right? It still makes up who I am now. So I don't want anybody to think that I want you to erase that. But there are some things that we are ready to move on from, that we don't want it in the forefront, that we don't want it to hold us back, that we don't want we're ready to set a boundary, or we're ready to go to the next level, or we're ready to have a new relationship, whatever it is, right? And sometimes those failures hold us back. And I don't want anybody to feel held back by things that we can work on in session, whether that's in group session or one-on-one sessions, because I do one-on-one coaching. Because we are here for many purposes. And I want you to know your purpose and see your purpose and work your purpose. And sometimes that previous failure may hold us back. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. So come join us on Thursday nights. There's no long-term obligation. You don't even have to turn on your camera if you don't want to. That's totally fine. We are a supportive group and are working to better us. so we can do what we are here to do. Noni says, I can't come up with a definition for me. That's okay. That's all right. Just keep thinking on it. Keep thinking on it. It may come to you. And that's hard. I mean, we have so many people throwing so many things at us of what failure means that sometimes we may not even know. And that's okay. To start defining it for ourselves instead of everybody else defining it for us, right? Teresa says, come join us on Thursday night. It is so healing. It is. It is. It revs me up. It really just, I have said this multiple times, no matter how tired I am on Thursday nights, when I get out of session with the group on Thursday, I swear I could try to run a marathon. I'm not a runner, but I would try. Because I'm just that, it's just that uplifting, it's just that healing, that much healing, and it really hits home. So if you're interested, and if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments here or send me a direct message. Okay. Last but not least, you guys, if you've not seen it, it's posted up at the top. Our fall recharge retreat, October 3rd through the 5th. It is filling up. So if you are interested, make sure that you take a look at it and decide there's payment options there. We will have meditation, journaling, yoga for all body abilities, nature, just a great camaraderie with the women, and take a look at that. Do it for you. If you've been on the fence about doing something for you, this is a safe space to do it. Last fall was amazing, and I'm so excited about this fall. So if you are remotely interested, take a look at it and sign up, because once it's full, it's full. So, and I will take the registration down. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you soon.